Hello. So this is the Ja Renee, and this is the Ja Renee Healing. I got something to say, something just cut to the chase. I know y'all see that I have on the same outfit, look exactly the same as I did a few minutes ago when I put out the other reading or the other video. But let's just go ahead and so what I'm talking about now is spirituality. Okay, a lot of people believe that spirituality comes from the relationship you have with the religion that you've established, and that's your connection with God. Um, and I think for those people, you have created that type of a scenario and situation for you. However, I'm here to tell you that you don't need a pass through for you to be connected to God. God is everywhere. God is all around you. No matter what you call him, if it's spirit, if it's one, if it's the most high, however, he's there. He's right around you, and you can have a relationship with him on your own. And I personally do not um, consider myself, I don't label myself like as a religion. Like, I grew up Christian, but you're not going to hear me say that I'm a Christian. Why? Because that puts me in a category. That places me in a box. And one thing that I always say, I don't get in boxes, because when you get in a box, somebody can put the lid on it, and you won't do that to me. You're not going to make me feel that this is solely the right thing when I can get good information from another religion or another, learn something from that. I think that maturity and just growth kind of lets you know that you can get a message anywhere. It don't have to be at church, because it's you. If you vet yourself, if you have everything that you need inside of you already, can't nobody tell you nothing. They can't sway you. You can hear when something actually is not right or doesn't make any sense. You can hear that. And it doesn't matter if it's a random person that is coming up to you just giving you a word. It doesn't matter if it's you listening to tarot and watching the cards and seeing how that actually affects you. It doesn't matter if it's a TV show that you're watching and you're like, oh, wow, I didn't get it before, but I get it now. It's everything around you. You have it. It's already here. Don't limit yourself in thinking that I got to be this certain kind of way in order for me to get the things that I need, in order for me to have the connection with spirit that I need. No. All you need to do is surrender. All you need to do is say, hey, I recognize that I, on my own, can't do a thing and that I need help. Because, and going back to like religions, once again, I grew up in the church, and there were so many little cliques, little just things that don't got nothing to do with God, that was going on in the church. And I know that everybody's doing whatever they got to do from the standpoint that they believe is correct. But that's it's like a false sense of security, thinking that it's okay. I just went to church. I listened to what he had to say. Are you doing your own research, or are you depending on pastor to tell you something? Because pastor can tell you whatever pastor wants to tell you. And ain't no shade to pastor, but it's all the encouragement to you, and to understand how strong you are and the power that you have already. Now, One thing that I do like about religion and church is the fact of the community, the fact that the people that you get to know, the fact of the friendships that you're able to build while being there. I have plenty of people that I know, plenty of people that I'm friends with, plenty of people that simply just came from the church, and a lot of those relationships, I find those to be some of the greatest relationships that I have or had. But it's just realizing that it doesn't stop there. You got to get out into the world. You got to be able to take a look at the trees, take a look at the sky, take a look at what's around you, take a look at the fish, take a look at what everything, and really get an understanding for what's going on. Why is this the way that it is? When you know that you did not place yourself here, you on your own didn't decide, I want to be on earth. So I'm gonna send myself to earth. Then from that standpoint, you know that there was a higher power that thought about all this before. And again with the sky, we look up and we see stars, we see, this vast kind of a world out there, but we can't reach it, but we can see it. We understand what it means. We understand what it's symbolizing. We see the sun. We understand what it symbolizes, and we can't get complacent. We got to be able to say, all right, clearly there's something bigger than me. I need to figure out what that is. I need to get on the wavelength of it. I know that there's a bunch of religions and everybody believes that their religion is the right one. But am I wrong in thinking that unless we're all on the same page, that we truly haven't found it yet? Why would there be a different God for each of us? That makes no sense. And all it shows is that somebody in this area of the world or somebody in this set or whatever decided that this is what I want to believe. So at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. There's one truth. It's the truth. And um, we live in a society where everybody wants to throw their opinion in and make their opinion as fact. Your opinion's not fact. Your opinion is simply opinion. And you don't know the truth unless you are seeking for the truth, unless you find the truth, unless you can identify that the truth resonates with not just you, but it's resonating with the people around you. That's how you know. And so, uh, all I'm saying is that you don't, for anybody that is excuse me, mm, anybody that's struggling with um, their spirituality, or feeling like I want to be more, I want to do more, I just don't know how, go and find yourself a quiet space. Sit down and meditate. Say out loud what it is that you want in terms of your connection, what it is that you're trying to find in terms of the truth and everything, and allow yourself to have your own connection. And of course, I'm never saying, hey, if you're, you go to church, to stop. You make that decision on yourself. You can go to church, do whatever you want to do, but don't let that be the only relationship you have, is kind of what's going on there. Come home, look at stuff, read things, make it make sense to you. Because these are reasons, you feeling this way, and you're going to want to be a good person, like how stated in the last video. You're going to want to be a good person, because at the end of the day, what is God if he's not good? Good exists because of him. And so, me personally, I always want to be on the side of God, on the side of good. I'm a truth speaker, I'm a truth seer, and I think that if you're not seeking the truth, I don't literally know what you're doing. If truth is not something that you seek to find, you're clearly just dependent on how you feel and your opinions, and once again, your opinion's not fact. So I say all this to say it's okay for you to have your own connection. It's okay for you to not be what one considers perfect in as far as a spiritual person. They may say, oh, a spiritual person doesn't cuss, a spiritual person doesn't drink, a spiritual person doesn't smoke, a spiritual person doesn't watch a certain kind of movies or whatever the case may be. And where I will say that some of those things you gotta see how certain things feel within your own spirit, but that doesn't make you any less spiritual. You still can talk to God. He still can talk to you. You still can help somebody else. You still can be a blessing to someone else. So keep stumbling blocks out of your life. And whenever somebody trying to place a stumbling block, like, I understand who I am, and I understand what it is that, what it is. I understand the connection that I'm trying to have, and I see how it makes me feel, and I'm okay with that. And whether or not you feel that way, that's fine. Because guess what? The people that put labels on themselves, they have to stand by them labels. They have to live by those labels. You ever see somebody who claims to be a Muslim, but they're not, like you have a friend that's a Muslim, but you notice that they don't pray the way that Muslims pray daily, or you see that they're not wearing the certain type of garments and different things that they wear culturally, and you start to side eye them and be like, I know they said they was Muslim, but I don't see them doing this and that. That's not our place. That's not our place. We don't know them. We don't know what kind of connection that they have with God, with spirit. We don't know. And I think that we should just stop doing that. It's time for us to be on one accord. For everybody that wants to be good, that wants to do the right thing, that wants to simply just have everything that they're supposed to have in God's timing, that understands that are not they're not the end all be all. They didn't create nothing. They just here sucking up air. And when you understand that, you're able to fall on your knees and say, "Hey, man, I'm so grateful that you created an atmosphere that I can breathe without an issue. That there's water that's always constantly able to come to me. That you have the ability to grow things in the earth so that we're able to eat and we're able to be sustained. Thank you, thank you." Because that didn't have to happen. Didn't nobody have to think about us to put us here to have all these things in place. So let's do the right thing and um, and truly just finding out why we're here, who we are, getting that connection, not letting stumbling blocks stop us from doing the things that we need to do in becoming the spiritual beings that we are. Thank you. I hope this helped, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.